Okay, I know what you're thinking. How is this show from 2010 gonna help me with my D&D homebrew? It's literally just a bunch of dweebs that have a History Channel level budget that they spent on fake blood and gel torsos that they use to test ancient weapons on. Let me tell you, this show is amazing, alright? It has awkward interactions, high school level reenactments. It also has overly competitive weapon experts playground fighting over who would beat who in a fight. Is the show historically accurate? It's fun. Okay, look, no one's trying to learn anything right now. This is Spike TV. All I ask you to do is to change your mindset, change the way you look at the show. You could look at it as just a bunch of dumb guys swinging swords around, or you could look at it as an opportunity to steal some shit for your homebrew. This show is full of gems. You just need to watch one episode, and already your brain is going to be coming up with ideas with stuff that you can add to your games. I couldn't just keep this to myself. I had to share it with someone. I gathered a couple friends, got them in a Discord call where they would be forced to watch Deadliest Warrior, William Wallace versus Shaka Zulu. Before we begin, I want to get your bets. I already know who's going to win because I've already seen this a billion times. But I want to know from you guys who you think is going to win, William Wallace or Shaka Zulu.
I am pretty gassed up on William Wallace. What was that? What was his little speech from the movie? I want us to stop being Scottish! But we want to still be Scottish!
All of these remind me of epic rap battles, and Shaka Zulu put Caesar in the dirt in that epic rap battle, so I'm going to pick Shaka.
This is going to be pretty great. I think Shaka Zulu probably has some of the more interesting weapons.
Weapons in 5e are notoriously boring.
So boring.
So that is good.
But aren't you guys so hype about weapon masteries?
For the uninitiated, Deadliest Warrior is a show where they get like experts about two different warriors from history, and they test those weapons out in a warehouse, and then they collect data during those weapon tests, and then they use that data to simulate what would happen if those two warriors fought to the death 1,000 times.
This is a lot to dress up just saying we put some dudes in a warehouse and let them fuck around.
I know, right? I mean, half the fun of watching the show is just assigning the different warriors what character build or class they would be. You also get to see what the attitudes of these warriors are, how they view fighting, how they view war and killing, that you can steal for your NPCs, you can steal for your world building, or you could just steal the accents of the weapon experts.
And straight through them. They've got no chance whatsoever.
No chance whatsoever.
No chance.
No whatsoever. Don't have a chance. A lot of it starts out with very simple concepts like the ball and chain. You look at them wielding a ball and chain as a weapon, and you start to think, what would it be like if I had enemies that would wield a ball and chain? What would a magic ball and chain look like? What would the magical properties of a ball and chain be? And now you have a unique weapon for your campaign that your players probably aren't going to see anywhere.
That seems like a dumber weapon.
Big iron ball and chain would be what a strength build would use as a ranged weapon.
True. It's true.
I have a pitch for a magic weapon. Imagine an Oath of the Ancients paladin with a ball and chain magic weapon that is an ensnared like creeper, right? And he can cast ensnaring strike through the ball and chain, weighing people down.
Oh, so it's like you like throw it at them, it hits them, or like they catch it, and then it ensnares them down.
Exactly. And then when it ensnares them, the ball part of it starts to grow,
yeah,
weighing them down more every round.
They have like an escalating athletics check, like the longer it stays on them to get out of it.
Oh, yeah. See, you get the vision.
Like, okay, where in the player's handbook am I going to see an Owisa? Look at that. That is a throwable club that can stun enemies. I'm not going to find that in any of the player's handbooks. That's awesome. I want to know what kind of enemies I can give this cool club to.
Also, I'll say it. We don't see enough clubs.
Oh, yeah, this is a throwable club.
Don't see enough clubs.
You're not going to see this in the player's handbook.
Does anybody have an idea as to how to make it magic yet?
Well, they said that it disrupts their normal movement. It could be a dex save, and if you fail, your movement's reduced to 0 as you try to dodge it.
Ooh, could I sell you on a free use of the booming blade?
I was thinking like a knockback effect of like it impacts you when you're like pushed back 5 feet,
This feels
or
more
like you get like the
stun
shove
to
action
me.
from a distance.
This seems more like a stun weapon, yeah.
A monk weapon.
Oh!
Did you see that, guys?
Yeah, even better for us.
He disarmed himself beautifully.
Oh my God, you boners! Admit that getting hit.
so beautifully.
Admit that it would suck to get hit by that.
Because it would.
Known as a wee pointy stick. Now, we train with them when we're 8, but when we progress on to being real men, we train with swords. That's useless. That's
Oh my God, bitch!
Bro, go put on your chainmail and stand in front of me, Awisa.
But we're wandering in with axes as well. You guys had grass skirts. We had helmets, you had headbands.
Fucking stop talking shit for a second. Can we just have the math part? God damn!
If you get hit in the head with an axe, it doesn't matter what helmet you're wearing, you're gonna be fucked up.
He's so confident he needs armor. Put it on, dude. Fucking, come on.
You're like Captain
The
America
humble
in the
pie needs to
Avengers.
be served.
Put on the suit. Put on the suit. We'll go a few rounds.
Put on the suit. Let's go a few rounds.
Also, this might inform the NPC. Because imagine like a dwarf who's just like that. Like, who's at like a wizard guild and then they're trying to do like wizard shit. He's like, you need a cloak. I've got armor.
You only got your novice robes, Hoodle, and I got a helmet. And also, you see the weapon's effectiveness being tested. You see how the experts wield them, maneuver them, the techniques being used, and you also see how it affects the targets, the torsos with the fake blood in it. So you see what an injury from these weapons would be like. So as a DM, you can take these maneuvers and these, grievous injuries and then use them for your in-game descriptions. These experts spend so much time describing how this weapon was used, what this weapon meant to the warriors. There's so much flavor tightly packed into one weapon, you could probably make a whole NPC out of one singular weapon. I want to talk about this. It is a shield with a 10-inch spike on the end. This does look
Imagine, okay, artificers. They can make it shoot off.
Whoa.
Yes, like a blow dart.
Projectile. That is fantastic.
Or, wait, even better, they can make multiple, and it could attract lightning magic.
Oh. It's made out of copper. The end is made out of copper.
So it's like a lightning rod, so like it absorbs the lightning and then it can shoot the lightning back in like a lightning bolt. Holy shit, I actually kind of have a fucking item for this.
Whoa, call the NPC the Lord of Lightning?
I have this, I literally have this armor for a barbarian called the Stormcaller's Chain. And you can use all lightning, and I have it as if you take 15 or more points of lightning damage in a single hit, the magical properties of the armor are restored. So you get like 1 use per long rest, or if you get hit by lightning, you combo it with this shield to like remove the damage requirement. If the shields absorb lightning, like you could make a whole fucking armor set out of this for the fucking like lightning lord.
Yeah, the storm lord.
And then like they all have these like synergies, but if you can disarm them of any of them individually, they all get weaker.
A Scottish lightning guy?
Yeah.
A fucking dwarf who made this armor set and got banished to like the mountains or like the top of the mountain, can't live inside.
Their armor is covered in spikes. So maybe what if like the armor also was covered in like lightning nodes?
Yeah.
Little arcs of electricity.
Yeah, it's like an NPC battle rager who like fucked up somehow, like real bad. His society banished him and he went to the artificers and like modified his battle rager armor.
Dude, I've got it. He has like a lightning curse. He was cursed by like a witch or like a druid or a wizard to always be baned by lightning. So he made armor around getting struck by lightning.
To protect himself from it and to power himself up.
When you watch this show with Homebrew in mind, your wheels just start spinning with all the different possibilities. There's so many different aspects that you can incorporate into your game. It just depends on how creative you are. Like, what can you do with a warrior that can spit poison? Poison spit. What are you going to do with that? There's so many things you can do with poison spit.
Imagine an order of monks that worship like a venomous snake that teaches them how to do karate.
Wait. Nico. It's the Naga.
The Naga!
Naga.
Oh my god!
Me and Nico had this whole
John, have you seen
fucking idea. No,
John, did
that's
you
it.
see the video where we rank monsters on edibility?
No.
Oh my god.
Dude, so we had this idea. So snakes, fun fact, taste like whatever they ate in life. So if you just feed a snake a bunch of chicken, it tastes like chicken. So we had this whole idea about a society that like worships a naga and like basically pampers it for its entire life, like their figurehead, and then fucking slays it at the end of its
Feast.
life to eat it.
Ritual
And-
feast.
Yeah. And so you have this order of monks that is like worshiping and like coddling and taking care of this naga for its entire life. Yeah.
And then at the end of every
Okay.
Naga cycle, they, slit its throat and then cook it, and then the whole monastery eats it. Maybe you you can spend key points to spit poison.
They gain the poison immunity at 10th level.
Yeah.
Right? Their discipline is all about like being exposed to the poison and being exposed to like the darkness and the venomousness. Real quick, what's that snake race?
You want
The
Yuan-Ti.
Yuan-Ti. I mean, I feel like the Yuan-Ti are right there.
Yeah,
They are right. That's
for
true.
sure.
That's
Yuan-Ti
accurate.
monks. Ooh.
And plus, at the end of every single episode, there's a fun little reenactment of how they think the fight would go. That's based off of the data they collected. And if you've been watching the show right, you've picked what warrior you're rooting for, and so now you're rooting for your warrior to win while you watch this fight scene. It's really fun.
Blue WG.
We got a lot of ideas watching this show, but I can't exactly put this whole thing on YouTube because there's a lot of unfriendly violence and gore. So the full VOD of us talking about the show while the show is playing, that is going to be on Patreon, never to see the light of day on YouTube. So if you want to watch that, that's on Patreon. There's a lot of stuff I had to cut out for the sake of time. And again, never will see the light of day. So that's the only place where you're going to find it. I hope I made your game at least 1% better. I hope that maybe you find something cool that you want to homebrew from the show. Maybe you're going to take a look at the show and binge watch it. This show was a pretty important part of my childhood. I was like 7 years old when I started watching this show. I should not have watched this show when I was that young, but I was obsessed with it. I'm really glad I got to make a video about it, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed enough to maybe leave a like on the video. I hope you liked this video enough to watch another video. That would be even better. If you could watch another video after this video, you're on a roll, man. You keep going. Oh, the air conditioning turned on right as I stopped. That's my sign of God to turn the camera off. Okay, I love you. Goodbye.